Welcome to Screen Hollywood, the home of movie news and entertainment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Welcome back to Screen Hollywood. I'm your host, Adam. If you're new here, join the Hollywood family and hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and hype button. And bookmark and subscribe to our news publication at screenhollywood.com. In our last Doomsday video, we talked about the insane, multi-trailer marketing blitz Marvel is planning for Avengers Doomsday. We talked about the immense, soul-crushing pressure on this film to make an unprecedented $2.5 billion just to be considered a success. And in that video, I mentioned the absolute insanity of their chosen release date, December 18th, 2026. Why? Because on that very same day, another cinematic juggernaut is set to be unleashed upon the world. And today, the news has finally broken. The panic has officially set in at Marvel Studios. The game of chicken they were playing has been lost, and now they are scrambling to avoid what could be the biggest box office war in history, a war they are destined to lose. I knew this would happen. I said it right here on this channel. So today, we are going to break down the report that has confirmed Marvel's panic. We're going to talk about the official reason they're considering a move, and then we're going to talk about the real reason. Because this isn't just about IMAX screens. This is about pure, unadulterated fear. Let's get right into the facts based on a new report from Polygon. The central issue is that Marvel has found itself in an unwinnable staring contest with Denis Villeneuve's sci-fi epic Dune Part 3. Both films are slated for the same opening day. The official reason for Marvel's sudden panic, according to the report, is the availability of IMAX screens. And let's be clear, this is a legitimate and massive problem for them. The Dune films, especially Part 2, are shot with IMAX certified cameras. This gives them a contractual and preferential lock on those screens for their opening weekend, and often for weeks after. For a film like Avengers Doomsday, which is built on spectacle, losing access to IMAX and other premium large format screens on its opening weekend is not a minor inconvenience. It is a catastrophic financial body blow. A huge percentage of a blockbuster's opening weekend gross comes from those premium, higher-priced tickets. To lose that entire revenue stream to your biggest competitor is corporate malpractice. So, as it stands, the studio is, as we speak, in emergency meetings, strongly considering moving Avengers Doomsday to release a week earlier to secure those screens, and, more importantly, to avoid a brutal head-to-head box office showdown with Dune Part 3. But here's the truth. The IMAX screens are not the disease. They are a symptom. The primary, terrifying reason that Marvel is panicking is that they know a direct conflict with Dune Part 3 could sabotage their entire $2.5 billion box office target, and they are not willing to take that risk. And this is the part that blows my mind. This is the part that proves the arrogance and the lack of awareness that has plagued Marvel post-Endgame. On God's green earth, why would you release your studio's most important film in over a decade on the exact same day as a juggernaut like Dune? What in the hell are they smoking over there in Kevin Feige's office? Did nobody have a calendar? Let's be clear about what Dune Part 3 is. It is not just another sci-fi movie. It is the epic conclusion to a critically acclaimed, universally beloved, multi-Oscar-winning trilogy from a director, Denis Villeneuve, who is hailed as one of the modern masters of cinema. It is a true cinematic event for a mature, global audience. It is the Lord of the Rings of this generation. If Avengers Doomsday is to stand any chance of hitting its insane box office target in December, the objective is simple, and it's the one thing I've been saying for months. Get the hell away from Dune. Now, some of you in the comments are probably already typing, "Chill out, Adam, so what? I'll just watch both of them on opening weekend." And you know what? I believe you. You, the diehard fan, absolutely will. But Marvel's $2.5 billion target is not going to be met by you. It's going to be met by the casual audience, the families, the teenagers, the couples on date night. And for them, the economic reality of going to the movies in 2026 is brutal. Movie tickets are more expensive than they have ever been, especially for premium formats. You add in the outrageous cost of concessions, parking, maybe a babysitter. A family of 4 is easily forking out $150 to $200 for a single trip to the movies. In this economic climate, the vast majority of people are not going to see 2 massive 3-hour-plus blockbusters in the same weekend, or even the same week. They are going to make a choice. They will look at the reviews, they will look at the buzz, and they will pick one. And Marvel knows this. This is why they are panicking. Every single ticket sold for Dune Part 3 is a potential ticket not sold for Avengers Doomsday. In a battle where every dollar counts towards an almost impossible goal, that is a risk they absolutely cannot afford to take. What this entire embarrassing situation reveals is a level of arrogance at Marvel that is truly staggering. For over a decade, they were the undisputed kings of the box office. Any date they planted their flag on became their date. Other studios would move. Other studios would flee in terror. But the landscape has changed. The post-Endgame fatigue is real. The trust is broken. And other studios, particularly Warner Brothers and Legendary with the Dune franchise, are no longer afraid. They have their own critically acclaimed auteurs, their own beloved properties, and they are not backing down. This scheduling blunder is a colossal, unforced error. It shows a shocking lack of awareness of the current competitive landscape. It's a sign of a studio that is still operating with a 2019 mindset in a 2026 world. I am not saying that Dune 3 will be the sole reason for the potential failure of Doomsday. What I am saying is that opening on the same day as Dune Part 3 will do nothing but hinder their box office numbers at a time when they need every single advantage they can get. Moving the release date is not a sign of weakness. It is the first smart, logical, and necessary decision they have made in this entire marketing cycle. The question is, why did it take them this long to figure it out? The Battle of the Titans is not going to happen. Marvel blinked, and they were right to do so. But what do you think? Do you think Marvel is genuinely scared of Dune? Would you have seen both movies on opening weekend? And in a head-to-head showdown, who do you think would have come out on top? Let me know your full, detailed thoughts in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this brutally honest breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Screen Hollywood, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. I'm Adam, and I'll see you at the movies.